Hello everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. We've come back to Blackreach last time, we've covered most of it, and at the end we fought the chieftain of this, I don't think it's not the person that's running this Borg facility, it's not the Borg Queen, but it's like the chieftain of the people who was captured, well, who have been experimented on the most. And we got a pass key for that, so... Actually, otherwise I'll completely forget about it. Let's first go and test it on this door over here. But there's been a bunch of doors we've come across where it's been like, oh, you can't open this without a pass key. Some doors need the flaming lockpick, and others have needed a pass key. So we now have that pass key. I really wish that when someone's riding, they kept pace. Welcome, Chief Kara. Oh, she gets her own... thing.
I think I did it!
After pressing the button a couple of times, a message flashes on the device screen. Psionic shielding tools, storeroom 1. Further attempts yield nothing more. This is just a loot room. We're going to need to rest and redo a bunch of our buffs soon. Some of them are going to run out. Those braces look cool. Hold on. Let's have a look. If the wearer of these braces has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the following spells. Jolting, Portent, Cool Lightning. Well, that's perfect for in here, isn't it? We could give that to Darren. What's he wearing? What about Ember? I mean, both of them have got decent braces on, but this is very, very nice. Especially bonus on damage rolls with the offhand weapon when dual wielding. So that's why we've got Darren wearing those. Darren always fails the concentration checks though when we use the Cool Lightning wand. Ember's use magic device is much better. Sure, we'll give these to Darren for now. It's not like he was doing much damage anyway. The crates are full of gleaming components and covered in foul-smelling dark oil. What's this ring? Ring of Devastating Will. This ring of Protection +3 grants the wearer an ability to avoid magical and unusual attacks with great willpower. If the character makes a successful will saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage, on successful saves, so they take no damage. A helpless character does not gain this benefit. What does it mean by helpless? Oh, it's just certain effects. That's not bad. Yeah, let's give it to Wooljiff for now. Why not? Actually, we should give it to someone with high will, shouldn't we? Will 22, will 18. Wooljiff's wills are the lowest. Maybe we should give it to Nest then. Although I like the rings that Nest has. Oh, I'll think about that. The crates numbered with Numerian symbols are arranged with compulsive precision. Yeah, no need to kill the workers. Okay. So now Darren should be able to do, yeah, do a bunch of electricity spells. Cool lightning, chain lightning. Keep those in mind. Otherwise I will forget about them. Right now everybody, please. Everyone's keeping up. Nice.
Always watch your back.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, this might be one of those times where we should have buffed before coming in here. Oh well. We can handle this room. Okay, Risha, you move there and do one more sense vitals. Oh, they're going to be immune to poison, aren't they? Oh yeah, that was rubbish anyway. Forgot about that. Okay, let's try out some of this chain lightning. Waldriff move here. Give us all haste. Okay. Death from above. Nest, do true strike, attack.
Cover me. I will resist.
I feel like with a lot of the way that there's just so much to keep track of with the way that builds work. I always feel like I'm doing something wrong even though I follow stuff, because it's like still feels like we could be doing more damage or more yeah, just a stronger effect. Is it going to prioritize enemies? We can try it out.
Out of my sight.
Okay, Ember. Scorching Ray. And then Controlled Fireball.
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Okay, for 26. Oh, there you go. I love it when they foolishly try to move. End up provoking all the attacks of opportunity. Why can't you attack him from here? You're right next to him.
Prepare yourself.
We've still got these force field barriers to take down so we can get through the rest of the facility. However big it is. Okay, cool lightning on this one, just finish it off. Immune? Hold on.
Surrender or else.
Regeneration, remove regeneration, electricity. So it's immune to electricity, but electricity is required to remove its regeneration. That feels odd. That's not how it's been working up till now. Because if it is, we have a big problem.
Distract them for me.
In that we can't remove any regeneration. Because we don't have adamantine weapons.
Stab their backs.
What the hell are we supposed to do? Can we coup de grace them when they're on the ground? No, even coup de grace doesn't work. How the hell are we meant to remove their regeneration then? That's literally what we've been doing with every demon fight so far. I know demons are normally immune to electricity, but this is basically just making them impossible to kill. We don't have adamantine weapons at the moment. Is there a way for me to make... There's no way for me to make my weapon adamantine. Oh, I'm really confused now.
I'll loot your corpse. Make your peace.
Thank you for amusing me.
Yeah, now what? Everyone's just... What the what are we meant to do, game? This was working yesterday. I'm very confused by this. Regeneration 10. Remove regeneration, electricity or adamantine. Immunities, electricity. Vulnerabilities, electricity. This feels like a bug. Like, how can they be vulnerable to electricity and immune to it at the same time? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, do I have any adamantine weapons of any kind? Oh. Enchantment. No. I don't think I've got any adamantine weapons. I think they're like the best of the best, really, so... We haven't found any in here. No. Nothing is adamantine. Do I have any way to remove immunities? No, just run away. It's not going to break combat though, is it? Oh, okay. Okay, so you can end combat by running away. How did I kill... I used the same method I used to kill every other demon that we've come across here. How did those ones not get killed?
I did it.
This machine is used for healing and provides the healer with information about the patient's current condition. The corpse's mutilated head shows that an attempt was made to place the circlet on the victim's head, but they did not survive the agonizing operation. Got some more fuel. That's nice. The corpse under the sheet is one of the defenders of this place. Their mechanical parts have been roughly ripped out and the flesh discarded like carrion.
Glad I was useful to you.
What first appears to be a patch of rust is revealed upon closer inspection to be an old bloodstain spread across the wide drain. Lovely. The contraption before you looks truly sinister, like the entrails of some sort of sea creature. A glinting triangle of ebony tubes connects to a capacious vessel. The bindings, splattered with blackened blood, must serve to hold helpless victims. You notice a piece of scalp stuck between the teeth of the serrated saw. The shiny and impossibly sharp drill is sickening to look at. It's like the machine is sleeping, but ready at any moment to awaken and recommence torturing and dissecting living flesh. Ugh. Examine the mechanism. It appears that this machine is what performed the heinous and disfiguring procedures on the guards that have turned themselves into puppets. A separate compartment of the machine holds an orderly stack of the nefarious circlets, their metal spikes gleaming. Knowledge world. Examine the circlets. Numerous crystal plates, all no thicker than a hair, cover the inside of each circlet's rim. These plates overlap in an intricate pattern and are connected by a web of greyish metal fibres. Small spheres of a cloudy stone that resemble smoky quartz rest against the temples. It's possible that these are what the mysterious master uses to deliver commands to his slaves. Knowledge Arcana. Try to get a sense of how the circlet works. Success. Carefully touching the crystal plates, you analyse the circlet's reactions. Some touches make the circlet vibrate quietly, while others cause tiny storms of lightning to run along the spikes. Even though this contraption was created by adepts of a magic that you are completely unfamiliar with, you are nonetheless certain that it is magical. Why is this red? Basing your assumption on your knowledge of primary arcane principles, you're able to guess the access keys to some of the simplest, least sophisticated functions and activate the circlet. It seems that this item was crafted through the use of psionic magic. The crown can heighten one's sensitivity to such influences, but it could instead be made to protect the wearer from psionics. Okay, so we can't do that. I guess we don't have enough stuff with us. The anatomical drawing, replete with stomach-turning details, sets out how to crown a victim with the sinister barbed circlet. Okay. I guess we'll look for more tools. I'm so confused by these enemies. Let's try it again. It's not going to work, is it? No, they're all, for some reason, unkillable. And we can't interact with this door while they're here. So this... What the hell are we supposed to do? I'm irritated by this. I've killed so many of these demons, and now it's just like, yeah, look, there's dead bodies here. Why weren't they immune to electricity? Come on, break combat. Thank you. Its red lights flash ominously and the strange mechanism begins to emit a low hum. After running an eye over the front panel, you notice 3 half-faded pictographs. The first looks like a symbol for fire, the second might be a symbol for wind, and the third reminds you of the imprint of a hand. Figure out how the device works. After a great deal of effort, you determined that the device is supposed to send signals to a person in a neighbouring room. It seems that that is where they conduct the experiments involving dangerous substances. The hand symbol must have been a signal for a worker to bring a dangerous item into the room or to remove one. The wind symbol presumably initiates the air filtration systems, and the symbol for fire must incinerate everything inside. Let's try the hand symbol. The wind symbol. Okay, leave.
Pretty good, aren't I?
The glass dome is the fragile barrier that separates you from the deadly gas. Only a madman could have created a weapon so misguided and so lethal. Glass was eaten away from the inside.
This is my kind of work.
I desperately need a weapon that has adamantine if we're going to do anything against those guys outside. But nope. Absolutely nothing, it would seem. No, all just standard weapons. I'm so confused. Like, why? Why are they suddenly immune? I was actually playing this yesterday and we killed so many of those. There's a body right there. Does it say that these guys are immune to electricity? No, so these ones aren't immune to electricity, just the ones by the front, by that gate are. Are there any more doors that we can open now that we have the key? I guess this one. Maybe we'll find something we can use, like an adamantine weapon. Welcome, 100 Face. Enter your personal code to access the commander's arsenal. Okay. The half-assembled magical device looks as incomprehensible as it does absurdly unviable. Can someone please click this? Nest, look at it, please.
I'm the best.
Okay. The knowledge allows you to recognize the contours of a new deadly weapon in the deranged diagram, one based on Numerian technology. Pillar of life, aspect of the wolf. There was another sealed door over this way, wasn't there? Have we potentially unlocked this now? No. Oh, okay, so we need something that can break through those. Okay, Waljiff, we're relying on you to get through these broken enemies.
Something wrong?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sneak. And I'm gonna make him invisible so it's Garrett, so hopefully he should have enough skill to get through.
Watch and learn. Fine. No. Hey, hold on. You sure it's safe?
Okay, at least now we can get in here. A flaming lockpick could be used. We have the fuel. We found more fuel, didn't we? Can't Ward fuse it? I swear I literally just found a bunch of fuel. Did I not pick it up? I swear I found fuel in one of these rooms, didn't I? I like verbally acknowledged it. Okay, apparently not. Did we use it on a different door by mistake? Wait, where is he?
Can we retreat already?
Okay, everybody. Come help Wardjif out, please. I feel like it's a bug that these enemies don't work how they're meant to. Oh, and now we've lost all of our buffs. We're gonna get killed, aren't we? Come on. This is frustrating. Oh.
Please help me love this riot. I fear I've been wounded. Cover Someone save me.
Ugh. No one's doing any damage. Come on.
Kiss your life goodbye.
This is just irritating now. Come on. Oh, and they're not going to wake up because... ugh. You know what? You know what? I'm writing this off. I'm gonna start again from where I loaded in and hopefully keep track of what the hell happened here. Because I should have fuel. I should have... yeah, I should have lockpick fuel. I should be able to kill these guys. I don't know what's wrong. So... let's just reload. That's really annoying. I don't know where the fuel is that I lost, but... I won't reread all the stuff anyway, but I'm going to say it, Blackwater is a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with, in all honesty. Oh, I used the flaming lockpick to get in there. Okay, well, at least I figured out that mystery.
Always watch your back.
That's a flaming lockpick required room. And we need the headband to get through the psionic shield. Okay, unlock this one. Yeah, we've already read these. We need 100 Faces personal code to get in there. Okay, let's go back and look down here. Make sure we don't forget to get what's in this room. I guess this is where we got the fuel, wasn't it? I think this is where we got the fuel anyway. I don't know why Albrig's always the one to open the doors.
I think I did it.
Yeah, we already read that. Wait. Psionic shielding tools, storeroom 1. So surely the things we need to get the psionic shielding is in here, right? Oh yeah. Can give that back to Darren, but didn't exactly do us much good, did it? What am I forgetting? Is it over here? Is there a door around here I forgot about? No, I opened this one, didn't I? Where was... Now what am I missing? I'll be honest, this area is giving me a headache. What with the unkillable demons? Locked doors that I did open once, but then now can't figure out how. I guess it must have been past the invincible demons. Maybe we just leave and come back a different time. Okay, Wooljiff. We're going to make use of the invisibility. Oh, not good. Okay, really not good. Especially as I forgot to heal as well. Okay, they're all down at least. You should be able to open doors during combat. This problem would at least be manageable then. Is there a way to exit combat?
Thank you for amusing me.
You know what? I'm gonna leave. Screw this. Screw this whole place. Can't. Honestly, this is what I'd call. I'd say this is my first major problem with this game. Like, actually kind of infuriating that it would give us all these solutions to get through these demons, and then I'm gonna hope that that's a mistake. It feels like it must be a mistake and not a deliberate choice. Because if it's a deliberate choice, they're basically just saying all of the all the kind of teaching that you've had through this moment's irrelevant. All the electronic devices we've given you are irrelevant. Yeah, everything doesn't mean anything because we're just gonna have these demons here. It's annoying me that you can't engage with certain items while in combat, because even if, say, we couldn't kill them, we could at least still progress because we could open the doors. But right now we can't do this without an adamantine weapon because we can't interact with certain objects and we can't kill them, even with all the electricity damage that we have. So... Oh, 2D... Wow, okay. 3 demon armies are approaching. But yeah. I'm done with Blackwater for now. I'll come back later potentially. Maybe it's meant to be like an end to like you do it right at the end when you're a lot stronger, but I mean, it kills my immersion. I don't enjoy it. Just kind of bailing midway through the doing a dungeon, but we can do. I guess we can presume that things remain unchanged. Hit the giant flies. There's loads of them. Oh, hit them again. Oh, the convicts freaked out right away. Okay, do heroic resolve. That's always a good thing. And then we can hit multiple things with that too, can't we? Oh, they like dogging on the paladins. Hit the locust swarm. It's bigger. Hardly healed anything there. Okay. Paladins need reviving. Archers. Hit the flies. Twice. That's nice. How many wizards did we just lose in one hit? Oh god, okay. We're gonna lose this. No, don't fear. What do you mean unavailable? Can we only do it when... So you have to preemptively do it. Can't say I'm a fan of that, but... We're going to lose the wizards. Paladins are still out of action. Okay, revive the wizards. They're more useful. Get the flies. Our paladins are dead, aren't they? Yep. Everything's dead. Or dying. Do the heal thing. Thank you. This isn't working out very well for us. That helps a little. We're going to take losses on this, aren't we? Yep. Guess we got our wizards back. Oh no, we didn't get our wizards back. We got only... Oh, we got nothing back. Okay. That's rubbish. So we can level up again. Definitely take another master maneuver. Oh, we leveled up twice. Okay. Some good news. What reinforcements have we got then? Oh, these are all for our main army. Where is the main army? They're not retreating from us. So I think part of why I find having to abandon the dungeon quite immersion breaking is that it won't... I think it will just stay the same now until we get back. Like, it won't refill, they won't be like, oh, we were just attacked a bunch, they killed a bunch of our people, and then just left. We're just going to stay in the same sort of frozen state until they come back. So I hate doing it, but we really didn't have any choice. Like, unless I'm really missing something, which I don't dispute as a possibility. I often miss stuff, but I even tried finding a workaround with sneaking and did nothing. Wait, this is a level 3 army on its own, just with these. Okay. If we bring in the bellow fighters then, does that... And this is a level 2 army. That somehow feels wrong. Students of the Stone are immune to a lot. Okay. You need more. We'll bring these guys over to reinforce these. So I feel like I've wasted a bunch of time by going to the Blackwater site. Guess we did some of it, so next time we go there, it won't be there as long, but at least we were able to leave. Yeah, there was a... felt like there was a real possibility that we'd just get stuck in there if we couldn't do the use magic device on the exit. Well, that was inconsequential. Okay, hold on. I'll do this off camera. Okay, strengthen the chain of command finished, so we can do another... oh, there's events. Okay, giants. A progressive alchemist by the name of Zagglefaunt ran a series of experiments in an attempt to improve the potion of legendary proportions, but something went wrong. The soldiers who tasted this creation cannot return to their natural form and have grown quite dim. However, the alchemist assures everyone that no harm has been done, since the giants are more useful than ordinary soldiers, and the usefulness of intelligence in soldiers is debatable in the first place. Well, that's a bit, that feels uncool. So we cure the poor victims. We'll probably, I think I'm going to go with that, just off the base of it. Abnormal Giants Decree. So we can get giants in the army. Giants Village Decree. We'll cure the poor victims. Other soldiers were worried about their comrades' fate. The commander's decision has emboldened them, and the alchemist Zagglefaunt has been reprimanded harshly. Underground Avengers. A group of mongrels that has arrived in Dresden is itching for a fight. Lan worries that the belligerent recruits might ignore their orders in battle, lose their heads, and then lose their lives. Okay, that's a demon path option. So we have mongrel fighters, mongrel sharpshooters. We already have mongrel sharpshooters, I think. So fast and rapid firing position them in the front of our ranks, rein them in and position them in the rear, pacify them with a prayer. All mongrel fighters and mongrel sharpshooter units gain the tough feat. We'll pacify them with a prayer. The commander offered a prayer that mollified the mongrels. It made even the wildest warriors heed their leader's words about the importance of keeping one's head in battle. I've got some decrees open. Glory to heroes just increases morale. We don't need to do that. Generous recruiters. Enough greedy people who are willing to enlist in the crusader ranks in exchange for a solid reward. Okay. Okay, we'll come back here. We'll come back here later. Oh, there's still so much to search down here. Maybe we'll get on with some of the narrative and go and start the Ivory Sanctum, because that's definitely a quest thing. We'll run down to get the regents here. Why do we just fully heal? Okay, this main army now is fully restocked. Is there anything I want to change here? No. Unless I want to bring the Wolf Riders. They're pretty strong. Yeah, these ones do 5 to 12 damage. Oh, 8 to 11 is not as much, is it? Okay, main army. Make your way down here. defense force can sit there. That defense force can sit there. You can go and join that defense force. Buff them up with more mongrels. There were some of the more effective units in that fight. Paladins all just kind of fell apart. We've got the Azatas there too. Okay. Carry on. Oh, everyone's fatigued, aren't they? And nearly exhausted. Let's rest. Amber, if you think that life is suffering and there is no hope, then why do you bother to heal all these people? If I were you, I'd take myself off to the nearest tavern and raise a large mug of milk to their soon-to-be departed souls. If death came quickly to all, like a dream, that would be good. But they are not dying, they are fighting to live, so I need to help them. Yeah, I think Blackwater at the moment is my least favourite settlement slash dungeon in this game. It's annoyed me. Teleport back to Dresden. Let's just go in and do court stuff. I think one of our events was about someone who was visiting the court, but I didn't read it. I guess we'll figure it out when that happens. Hello. Rhea Neath. An old half-elf woman bows to you. She is stately despite her years, with grey strands in her carefully combed hair and a graceful figure. Rhea Neath, representative of the Firisdale & Co. trading house in Nerosian at your service. The woman hands you a business card printed on expensive paper with gold lettering. I have a formal offer for the merchants of Dresden regarding the procurement of construction materials, and a more personal matter, which I'm afraid only you can help me with. Do you want to trade here? Yes. For a while I have product samples of what our trading house has to offer. If you need something, you will easily find me in the fortress, but to be honest, I can discuss supplies with your subordinates. What kind of personal matter? Rhea looks around. I would prefer not to talk about it here. Please find me in the fortress, then we'll talk. Alright, I'll find you when I have the time. Thank you. Rhea bows again. Social. Commander, please forgive this sudden visit. Anivia sent a message for me asking to come immediately. There she is. Oh. Greetings, Commander, revered cleric. A muscular, black-skinned man wearing Hell Knight's armour is walking next to Anivia. Despite the difference in height, he is obviously nervous around the delicate woman, looking around and biting his lip. Allow me to introduce Hell Knight, Ambassador of the Order of the Nail, Trevor Vanek. Trevor Vanek, the knight salutes. Greetings on behalf of the Order. Forgive me, I can't stay. Duty calls. I have a pressing errand. From headquarters, yes. It's very urgent. Social is silent. His lips are pressed together. He doesn't move, not even to breathe. Seemingly, the cleric is staring at the visitor. So your name is Trevor Vanek? That's right. I serve the cause of the crusade. It must be true. We have to take our guest's word for it. He has no documents or insignia confirming his identity. Those two feel like contradictory statements. If he has nothing to confirm his identity, then it could not be true. What? What are you getting at? Nothing at all. Anivia casts a glance at Social. The priest's mouth is twisted and his fists are clenched. We're happy to welcome you to Dresden, Trevor Vanek. Enough! Sun Social lunges at the guest, his face distorted with emotion, and you suspect the cleric is about to throw a punch, but his clenched fist remains lowered. Who are you? How dare you call yourself by that name, scoundrel? Who, me? I'm not a scoundrel. People are always bad-mouthing us. There's a saying, the credit won by a lie only lasts till the truth comes out. Trevor Vanek is a proud knight. I won't put up with slander. So you are an imposter? Me? No, it's not true, I swear. Social, is this Trevor? Trevor's his brother. He's been looking for him. No, of course not. But how does he know that name? And why is he wearing the black armor? And why do these words... The cleric's voice drops to a whisper and you don't hear the end of the phrase. Anevia, who is this? A great question. I have no idea. My guys clocked him when he was trying to threaten a merchant with his so-called order and get a horse for free. Then he gave a familiar name, so I decided to organise a face-to-face for the long-lost brothers. You knew it wasn't Trevor right from the off. You saw Trevor when he served in Canabris. Of course, but I hoped that meeting you would make him drop the pretense and crack. Throw him out of the city. Please, no. He might know something about my brother. Please, give me time to talk to him. Social is right. We can toss him out whenever we like, but it wouldn't hurt to interrogate the imposter first. Who knows where he's really from and what will come up during interrogation? You can always get rid of him later. Fine, throw him in prison. I'll deal with him when I have the time. Anevia takes the imposter away. He follows her unshackled. That was weird. Social watches them leave. His fists unclench. He drops his shoulders. Sorry. What the... Where did he come from? And did you hear what he said about truth and lies? The priest frowns. The credit won by a lie only lasts till the truth comes out. This is what they say in Andoran. Trevor used to say it often. Of course, one proverb doesn't prove anything. But I feel like that imposter knows my brother. Oh, Shaylin, what's going on? Commander, please, we have to interrogate him. Mimics, okay. You're approached by a procession of ornate chests flashing predatory grins. Hey, Commander, how are we doing today? They didn't want to let us in to see you at first. We're mimics, the lot of us. And a lot of fun we are, too. We can turn into a chair and then, when an enemy sits on us, we grab them on the rump. Om nom nom. We heard about a new commander from the Crusaders, a cheerful sort with a good head on her shoulders. So we figured we'd join you and be knighted. You know, like the rest of those free Crusaders of yours. Early sunset. If I've ever been truly horror-struck over these last thousands or so years, I can't recall, but I certainly am now. Why do you even want to join the crusade? Why? Everybody's joining, so we figured we'd join too. I mean, if you can turn wood into knights and kids into knights, then why not us, huh? Gobbling up demons and cultists might even be more fun. We could transform into an altar of Baphomet, wait for a cultist to come up close and start preaching, and then om nom nom. Well, we're definitely letting these in, no matter how terrible the decision that might be. Perfect. Consider yourselves enlisted. I dub thee Sir Wardrobe, Sir Footstool, and Sir Cultist's Bed. Now we're talking. Look, we're crusaders now, my lads. And demons had better beware. Captain Haramatten. Commander, permission to report. Captain Haramatten looks worried. The army's disposition is growing dangerous. More and more soldiers express their distrust towards you and your mythical powers. They grumble in their lack of understanding of where you are leading them and what your plan is. What's worse, the wary have once again emerged among your officers. They are adding fuel to the fires of sedition, and we've already had cases of direct insubordination. We have to win back the trust of the soldiers forthwith, or else the army will be paralysed. Some privates have already refused to march into battle. I suggest that we make your strategy clear by setting up a bulletin board. It could have a new statement with your name on it every week. Every 2 weeks you could invite delegates from your soldiers to ask any questions they may have. Sealer. It feels like the soldiers are discouraged and dismayed. We should embolden them by reminding them that the crusade is about more than just death and danger. It is a time of camaraderie and valour too. Maybe we could adorn the city with an inspiring monument or two, the kind that lifts your spirits whenever you walk by. Regil. Soldiers have the right to ask their generals questions, but they have no right to disobey orders simply because their curiosity isn't satisfied. They are committing sabotage, and the penalty for sabotage is a court-martial. Darren. We'll build new taverns for our soldiers and pour them free beer on the commander's behalf. That's the easiest way to win their love. The wary again. I thought we took care of that problem. Not completely, apparently. The captain makes a helpless gesture. We haven't yet solved the main issue. Far too many officers still believe that the Queen herself should be in charge of the crusade. No matter how many feats you've achieved, they still consider you an upstart. We'll have to do something about them soon, but the unrest among the soldiers is the most pressing matter at hand. Oh, a perception check. What do you think of the wary? They are your comrades in arms, after all. Failed. Is he one of the wary, then? I think of them as traitors, Commander. Haramaton replies quickly, without a shadow of a doubt. What is it exactly that my soldiers find worrying? Your mythical powers. Yes, they do secure us one victory after another, but even the most loyal troops raise questions from time to time. They wonder, what are you? Are you mortal like the rest of us? Or perhaps an emissary from this other spheres? And if so, then which ones? Are you truly fighting for Crusader's cause? Or do you have your own ulterior motives? All of this paves the way for endless speculation. Let's discuss our options. Sealer, what's your plan? I have doubts that explaining battle strategy will help our people in any way. They're fighting a brutal war, maybe the worst war in Golarian's history. They're exhausted and scared. If we want to help them, we have to give them courage. We are already making an effort, but I would also suggest adorning our fortresses with monuments. Not grim ones, but something heroic or uplifting. That way, soldiers who are about to march out, or have just marched in, will be able to smile at them like old friends. I had a marble friend like that once. The recruits in our order believed that rubbing the hilt of his stone sword would bring you good luck. Diminishing mutinous talks as exhaustion and Dismissing mutinous talk as exhaustion and lack of support is fundamentally wrong. Those few with conscience serve well and true as it is, without question. However, those who can afford to doubt and ignore their orders are a step away from becoming deserters, who will remain deaf to any pleas and arguments, and even more so to inspiring embellishments. Okay, Regil, what do you suggest? The inciters' bodies hanging from the gallows will answer any and all questions. Sedition must be extinguished swiftly and mercilessly. It's absurd to even consider convincing or appeasing the doubtful. That couldn't be more counterproductive. The sight of hanging bodies will absolutely stop the soldiers from asking questions, but it won't stop them from thinking them. For example, will they hang me next? Did I make a mistake by joining this army? Is it about time I made a run for it? Darren, your opinion, please. There's a century-old cure for grouches and complainers. Alcohol and a little cheer. We'll build more taverns, supply them with strong beer, and treat the soldiers once or twice, courtesy of the treasury. They'll leave their doubts behind in the blink of an eye and proclaim you the best and most beloved commander who ever lived. I'll be the first to agree that taverns are a good thing to have, but they're not enough to support the army's fighting spirit. If we don't give our soldiers something more than drinks, our taverns will just become places to drown their sorrows and vent their frustrations through brawls. Captain Harmattan, what would you advise? If the soldiers don't understand you, then you must bridge the gap between you and them. Create means of direct communication, so to speak. We'll set up a bulletin board that will, simply put, keep everyone informed of the situation on the front and the basics of our strategy. In addition, we'll set up times when, once every 2 weeks, the soldiers can send delegates to you and ask any lingering questions. A general is under no obligation to report to their soldiers. They'll end up disputing your every word and second-guessing your orders before you know it. In some exceptional cases, a general may seek counsel from experienced veterans, but turning your headquarters into a thoroughfare is the surest way to destroy your authority. A bulletin board? Pray tell, how many of our soldiers can actually read? Maybe we should engrave this board with some obscene carvings. Then it would be at least useful. Thank you, everything is clear. I'm liking Darren's option the most. Get him drunk. Monument. A monument provides all units with a +5 bonus to the chance to act twice. Gallows. Decrease the chance to skip action due to negative combat morale. A tavern reduces all moral effects in combat by 10%. And the bulletin board. Yeah, we're going to go with the tavern. Darren, arrange for new taverns for soldiers to be opened in Dresden. Now there's a job for me. Let's see how many builders and overseers I can drive to their wits' end. Oh, Harriman didn't even comment on that. Okay, we'll go talk to the elf that came to visit. I might keep this one relatively short, though. I'm a little bit put out. I did consider restarting the recording, but I don't think it wouldn't have changed in the end what we have to have done. And I guess this is a demonstration of a flaw in the game, as I see it anyway. Because if that's a deliberate kind of challenge spike where just randomly some demons we've already fought are suddenly immune to the main way to beat them, and there's no, if they had available, maybe if they had some adamantine weapons that we had found while searching the base already, that could be an excuse, but there wasn't. There wasn't anything. Treachery. A worried aide reports that a crime has been committed in the Citadel. A few days ago, the night patrol officer Ekim Claw did not turn up for guard duty. An unsuccessful search for him ensued. It was then suggested that Claw had secretly left Dresden and deserted. The circumstances of his vanishing demand investigation. Yeah, we'll investigate this. Buried in rubble, Ikem Claw's body was found at the walls of Dresden. The nature of the wounds leaves no doubt that he was stabbed by a man or by someone similar in appearance and build, rather than mauled by a demon. Examination of the corpse and the area has revealed that Claw turned up to the crime site of his own volition. He then suffered a penetrating wound to the chest which made him unconscious before being finished off. The attempt at hiding the body seemed negligent. The interrogator concluded that the murderer was in no hurry and mastered the appropriate skills, so must have let the body be discovered intentionally. Okay. Enchanting the Stone of Ghostly Pathways. The Stone of Ghostly Pathways that was obtained by the Crusaders has piqued the interest of Sarkorian shamans, scholarly wizards, and priests of Norgorba alike. All of them are asking to be allowed to borrow the relic for their rituals. It is up to the commander to decide whose request will be satisfied. Okay, while wearing this ring, whenever the wearer is fighting defensively and lands a first attack in this condition, the enemy is pushed... No, I don't like that. The ring improves the wearer's summoning abilities. All summon spells of 6th level and lower are maximized. I mean, the wearer also gains a +1 insight bonus to attack rolls against outsiders is pretty good. The Priests of Norgorba. You can activate this ring to create an almost transparent silver lining that connects all party members in a 30-foot area. While in this state, you share an unbreakable bond. While under the effects, all members gain an additional attack of opportunity per round. If an attack of opportunity was a critical hit, the enemy is staggered. If one of the party members falls unconscious, a giant spider is summoned to fight alongside you for 3 rounds. I mean, that's okay. I think we're going to go for the mage's one, though, the planar navigator. Dismissing the superstitions of savages, the wizards have studied the Stone of Ghostly Pathways and turned it into a useful tool for planar manipulations. And we've got some... We can do another relic. Got one more turn for outpost expansion. Royal Parade. I mean, we've done the Royal Parade before, haven't we? Let's do the fate of the attractive impulse. Now I'm going to skip day just to get the bastion done. The outpost can be expanded into a bastion. This can be done in the management menu of the selected fort. There you go, it even tells you there and I didn't notice. We'll upgrade here. And build a teleportation circle so we can hop down to this area and do all the stuff here relatively quickly. Having teleportation circles all over the place is kind of a must. Oh, we can build a new tavern as well. Seeing as we just got that. Let's build a market as well, why not? All allied units from the fort's area of control get a +1 bonus to speed. Let's build a scout's headquarters. And an alchemist lab, why not? We'll fill it up. So in 3 days we can hop down here at any time. Why can't I do this? I'm short of resources. That's no matter. See how much money we have now. Prepare another outpost. So we can turn this one into a teleportation area as well. Get there quickly. Right, let's go talk to the elf. I'm still, yeah, I'm going to be annoyed about that all day, I think, what happened in Blackwater. It's clearly a mistake, because I mean, I do get where the mistake comes from, because I guess that demons are normally immune to electricity damage, so on an average occasion, yeah, that's fine. But then these are demons that have been turned into cyborgs, and so, getting rid of the electricity is a way to get rid of the cybernetics. So I guess they started with the baseline demon stats and then changed them to reflect them being cyborgs, because on all the other ones we fought, it's said that they're not immune to electricity, and on that list it said they were vulnerable to electricity and immune to it, and I guess just the immunity lands first. Okay, Rhea Neath is over here, because yeah, it just doesn't make any sense otherwise. If we can happen to find an adamantine S-stock, we can go back. But until we have any sort of adamantine weapons on any of our party, we can't do anything. Rhea Neath. Rhea is standing, arms folded, pensively observing the activity around her. Noticing you, she greets you with a nod. Show me your wares. Dazzle and Co Training House provides only the best. I didn't complete the errand. I haven't talked to her yet. What was this personal matter you wanted to discuss with me? Rhea sighs loudly. She obviously has trouble saying this. Her cold, business-like manner melts away. I've said this in my head so many times, and now I actually have to say it. I can't put two words together. I want to talk to my son very much, but he is avoiding me. I know you are friends, or at least he listens to you. If only you could convince him to at least approach me. Just a minute, what's your son's name? I know no one by the name of Neath. Oh, of course, forgive me. Neath is not a real family name exactly. My husband didn't have any at all, and neither did I. We took the name of the village he lived in. My son's name is Lan. He knows I'm here and is hiding from me. I can't blame him, but I might never have another chance to make amends and tell him I love him. Oh, okay, yeah, Lan told us about his mum. Why doesn't Lan want to see you? Rhea turns around. Isn't it obvious? I gave up and abandoned him. The day his father and I decided to go our separate ways, that was that. He must resent me, or hate me. Maybe he's ashamed of me, or maybe he is wiser than me. Some children shouldn't meet their mothers. There's no point in reopening old wounds. But I still want to see him so much. A half-elf married a mongrel. How did that happen? Rhea smiles sadly. When it comes to love, does it matter who you are? Back when I was young, I was a smuggler. One day, my friends and I were attacked by our rivals. They were in such a hurry to get their plunder, they didn't even finish us off. They just threw us into a well. I ended up in the mongrel tunnels. Kin was young and curious. Luckily, our boots interested him less than we did. He brought me back to life. I screamed and stabbed him. That was probably a sign that our marriage wouldn't be a happy one. And still, we loved each other. He took care of me and was always ready to make me laugh. He was optimistic, but not the most driven man. I, on the contrary, was too driven. I dragged him to the surface. I believed back then I could move mountains if I just wanted it hard enough, but it didn't work. Why did you abandon your son? Because... Rhea fights back tears as if the tragedy is still too raw for her. I broke. Gave up. Convinced myself that it was our decision, not my decision. That it would be better for everyone. I'm not sure if Lan told you, but I had other children besides him. They were different. All of them were special. And all were missing something. They just couldn't survive. The last one was born in pieces, and I realised that he would be the last one. I just knew it. I didn't need any healers to tell me that. After that, it's like I sank into a black hole. I saw Kin grieve. I saw Lan struggle to find a place for himself. The neighbours felt no pity for us when they heard about our struggles. They accused us of worshipping demons, Lamashtu, anyone. And I realised I was to blame for all of it. For making Kin come up to the surface. For deciding to have children with him no matter what. For appearing in Kin's life, having Lan, and for what? So we could suffer? Kin and I discussed it. He said he would take our son and go to his tribe. We both thought we were relieving each other of a terrible burden, that at least we would make Lan happy, because he would be growing up among his own people. I still ask myself if we did the right thing. If Lan doesn't want to see me, there was nothing right about it. What kind of mother could abandon... Oh, that's quite a harsh thing to say. I want to see what she has to say, but I wish there was a nicer way to phrase it. Because it does sound rough, having a child that's born in pieces. Rhea looks you in the eye. Yes, I agree. Alright, I'll find your son. Rhea nods, trying to maintain her composure, but tears are glistening in her eyes. Thank you. This means so much to me. I wanted to ask something else. It might be rude, but I'm worried about Lan, so... Is he just one of your fighters, nothing more? Forgive me for being tactless, but people say he is often seen with you. I haven't figured out how I feel yet. Oh, I could go with that one. I haven't figured out how I feel yet. I see. Forgive me, I suppose it's too late now for me to start worrying about his happiness after so many years, but I couldn't help but ask. I have to go. Thank you for your time, Commander. Seeing as we're near the prison, we might as well go do that as well. We have to interrogate the guy pretending to be Social's brother. Get your dog out of the cage, Social. You've never seen Social like this. The usually calm, friendly cleric of the goddess of beauty is furious. He is shaking the imposter, holding him by the collar with both hands. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak, speak, you scum! A brother, huh? The imposter cringes. Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man, give me a dozen lashes. The blood drains from Social's face. His fingers unclench and he recoils away from the bars. Social, what's wrong with you? The priest shakes his head. It's like a bad dream or an evil fey joke. Please help me make sense of this before I lose my mind. Who are you really? The name's Graham. Abadar knows my last name. He's got it all written down, but it's above our rank to know our lineage. The man's lip curls in disdain. How are you connected to the Hell Knights? What's my connection? I serve them. Well, used to. I was a soldier in the Order of the Nail. Extraparters chapter. Damn them all. Then I ran away from them. I wasn't cut out to serve like that. I wasn't a knight, not even a squire, just infantry. I got sick of getting my back whipped, so I had an idea. I hid the armour at night and then, when I got the chance, just ran. Tell me about the Extraparters chapter. What's there to talk about? What's there to talk about? They're scum, just like the rest of the black-clad brutes. What was our captain thinking when he got us hired by them? Maybe he hoped they'd knight him, or maybe he just wanted money. They have deep pockets. The Order of the Nail, Extraparters chapter, they mostly hunt monsters. You know, dragons, other beasts. Study them, stuff them. They didn't tell me what they were doing in the World Wound. Maybe they decided to hunt some distorted beasts who grew tentacles and horns because of the demonic scourge. They, you know, turned into freaks. They do pay well, but they make you work for every coin. If you do anything they don't like, they beat you with a stick or a whip. They don't pity people at all, even their own, not to mention us. In the year I served them, the units shrank by half, so I ran away. I wanted to live too much. How do you know the name Trevor Vanek? I was his valet for a year, polished his black armour, tightened his straps. I was a drudge, all in all. He's evil, that Trevor. A devil of a man. He had me punished so many times. A whip for every slip is what he'd always say. A whip for every slip. You're lying. You're lying, scum, I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother, all right. He even used to bare his teeth like you do. You scum, he'd say. If your ears don't work, let's see if your back gets the message. That's not true. Biting his lips, Social takes a step back. It can't be. Where were you going when Anevia caught you? Wouldn't you like to know? I thought I'd go to Mendev, sell the armour and use the money to keep going. Didn't matter where. Maybe to the River Kingdoms, maybe to Varissia. I don't care, just as long as it's far away from demons and demon fighters. Where is Trevor now? With the other Knights of the Pike. I hope they whipped him good for losing his armour. What, cleric? Haven't seen your brother for a long time? Give me the map. I'll show you where their camp was when I escaped. They probably haven't gone far. Social turns to you. His teeth are clenched, his hands shaking. I don't want to believe that Trevor became a Hell Knight. Please, we need to go there and find out for ourselves. Let's go, Social. Sure, go on. Good luck getting there. I'm surprised Social has I guess we haven't really done anything with him outside the outside Dresden in Act 3 yet, have we? Just keep getting more quests to do. It's not easy to lose track of time playing this game. I feel like there is a big difference between Act 3 and... Like, Act 1 and 2 have a fairly linear structure. Like, there's side quests, there's detours and things like that you can do. But, like, in Act 1, you have a very clear goal to liberate Canabras. Oh, we can ask Ember. How are the former Baphomet cultists doing, Ember? You know, this cult did a very bad things to them. They made them hurt and frighten each other and themselves, and then lied when that they didn't have a way back. They convinced them the only choice for a sinner was to sin again. They're much better now, but still their souls inside they are like my hands, all burnt. Besides, simple city dwellers who weren't in the cult don't understand them at all. They say things to them. Maybe it's even fair, but it just makes everything worse. Some people don't want to believe they repented, as if they want them to go back to the demons. But some feel sorry for them. They ask questions and listen. Those conversations make them feel better. The others might listen and not fall for others might listen and not fall for the same thing. You see how good it is that you didn't kill them? Thank you. I have to go. So go. Yeah, what was I saying? So Act 1 has the very clear goal of, yeah, liberate Dresden. It's all quite self-contained. Not Dresden, sorry. Liberate Canabris. It's all quite self-contained. You're in a war zone. There's a limited amount of space. And then Act 2 is very much, alright, go capture Dresden. It's quite, there's basically one direct line that you follow and you just detour a little bit to do some side content. And then it ends when you get to Dresden. Whereas with this one, it's like, oh, you've got a few things to do. Everything's quite far away and you're going to get a lot of new stuff as it's going along. Your mum came to see you, Lan. Why don't you want to talk to her? Ah, she got to you too. He clears his throat. It's not that I don't want to see her. I'm just busy. Lan waves his hand vaguely. With, you know, this and that. Crusader matters. Sometimes I feel like a mother of a large brood. And besides, she didn't come here for me. She's here on business. I don't want to distract her. By the way, have you seen her card? I got one from a merchant. Lan produces a business card from his pocket. Rhea Neath, Firadazzle & Co. Trading House, Nerosian. Embossed in gold and everything. People with gold lettering on their business cards probably don't have time for idle chit-chat. I'll bet you need to book an appointment a week in advance. Even if I do, what would we talk about? You think I'm angry at her? I'm not. I never was. She and my dad had it rough. They didn't make it, and that's nobody's fault. But so much time has passed. She and I are just strangers now. If you happen to see her, tell her I've got a lot on my plate right now. Maybe some other time. I know she lives in Nerosian now. Maybe I'll send her a present on her birthday. Okay, well, let's talk about our last training session. Yeah, I realised that got a little weird. Lan turns the scale side of his face to you. We both got a little carried away and... I mean, I didn't, Lan. I was just training. Well, we probably shouldn't train together anymore. It wasn't the best idea. Besides, I lied to you about my intentions. I couldn't just come out and say that I wanted to spend time with you alone. Get to know you better. I'm sorry for lying to you. Yeah, I don't need to be sorry for. No offence taken. Lan turns his human side to you and smiles. To be completely honest, I liked it. It was as if, by fighting you, I started to understand you better. Strange as that might sound. And of course, it's flattering to have a beautiful woman completely focused on me, never taking her eyes off me, even if she is thrashing me in the process. Thank you for your answers. I think you should go and see your mum, Lamb, but that's just my opinion. You are well within your rights not to. Right. Does Arushale, do you have anything to say? No. I'm not sure how the romance system in the game really works. Like, I know, like, characters have come to us proposing romances. I don't know if going down one prevents others from saying anything. Or, I know a lot of role-playing games will do the thing of like, oh, you can romance multiple characters, but if you do at some point, they'll both confront you about it and you'll have to pick one. I think that's how this works, and if that's the case, I'm fine with that. But it's whether I don't want being with Lan to get in the way of being with Arushale at all. Because that's our end goal. You know, I'm probably going to leave it there. I've had the wind taken out of my sails a bit by everything that happened at Blackwater. Especially as now that's the second time we've gone there and just not finished it. first time we just were killed, and then the second time we met an impassable bug that we need adamantine to fix. Could we actually tell you what? Let's see if anybody has any adamantine weapons to sell. Because maybe then we can go back. No one's got any adamantine weapons. Or the exotic weapons trader doesn't anyway. Masterwork weapons, sure, but nothing adamantine. What about you, Wilsa? Show me what you have. Nope. Well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Anyway, yeah, gonna leave it there. Sorry that we didn't get that much done this episode. Also, on a side note, I was thinking, I think I'm gonna start some other playthroughs as well of some different games, but that's not to say I'm gonna stop this one. This one will still be daily, and those other ones might be a bit more as and when.
Careful now.
Just, you know, kind of working it. Might fit them in. I was thinking either Fallout New Vegas, Morrowind, or and I really want to play Outer Wilds because that's a game I've not played and heard, you know, amazing things about. Abandoned building. Yeah, I've heard amazing things about Outer Wilds and I've kind of been putting off playing it. So that would be like a first-time playthrough if I did that, which I think would be fun. But I might wait for Outer Wilds and that can be like the kind of main series when I finish this. But yeah, but I might do something like a Fallout playthrough because I've played basically every Fallout game or every Bethesda game really. At least I've not played Starfield. I kind of lost interest after. I've not played Fallout 76 either. I played them a lot during my teens and then I've sort of moved on to other types of RPGs and things like that. But I played a lot of Oblivion and a lot of Fallout 3, and then when they came out, quite a lot of Skyrim and Fallout 4. But New Vegas was always a bit of a hole. Like, I've played it a little bit, and then like I don't think I've done more than a few bits in the beginning, but I've never done a full playthrough of it, kind of completing it. So I think it would be fun to actually give it a go. Because I don't really know why I never really got into it, but as I understand it, it's very good. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about as for my plans. But anyway, thank you for watching. Again, apologies about the mess this episode. I'm going to be posting stuff of this daily, so if you can subscribe if you want to keep up with it, I'll leave a like or a comment if you're feeling generous. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.